The ICMR has given the nod to Coviself today, one of the many tests that may be available over the next few weeks that allows you to test for COVID-19 at home. Now, this is a rapid antigen test, which, according to the makers, will take about a couple of minutes to undertake the test, and results should be available in about 15 minutes or so. It will be priced at 250 rupees per test kit and should be available at your local pharmacy, perhaps from next week. I'm speaking now to Mr. Hasmukh Rawal, who's the Managing Director at Mylab Discovery Solutions, a Pune-based company that has made Coviself. Mr. Rawal, thank you for joining us and great to have you on the show. Can you start by giving us a sense of how Coviself will be used? Because as I understand it, it requires the use of nasal swabs. Can any person at home use these nasal swabs in a safe enough manner?
The Coviself test from Mylab is made with the intention that a layman, even a farmer at their home's comfort, will be able to do the test like this. Now, if you have seen any other test like RT-PCR or a current antigen test, where you need a healthcare professional to take the swab from you, because it goes to your nasopharyngeal cavity, which is like deep inside your nostril, and you have to take it. It is very discomforting. It might be painful, but because that is why you need a healthcare professional to do it. The beauty with Coviself is we have validated it on a nasal swab. It's like only 2 to 4 centimeter inside your nostril. Till the time the resistance or your bone is touched, you have to rotate it 5 times in each of your nostrils and just dip it into the extraction buffer. The extraction buffer decontaminates it. It inerts the virus, any possible virus, and kills the virus inside it. So making it very safe, very simple, and very much easy, that in very minimum step you will be able to do it.
Okay, so now tell me about the accuracy, Mr. Rawal, because with the rapid antigen test, the problem is always the accuracy. We're told time and again that of the total tests that are being done, at least 70% should be RT-PCR. There is a high chance of false negatives of up to 30% in, rapid antigen tests. And even the guidelines say that if you have a negative and your symptoms continue, you should also get a rapid an RT-PCR test to back it up. Does this make the test less dependable in that sense?
So as I said, each of the tests have their all pros and cons, and we have to think as per the demand or how what is a real-time solution for the masses. Now, if you see, RT-PCR is a gold standard, and there is no doubt about it. We have been again the first company to invent the first RT-PCR test, the automation and mobile vans and so many. So the RT-PCR tests have their own advantages. The problem is the burden on the RT-PCR solution, and it takes its own time. So if you see the advisory as well from the ICMR, it says a symptomatic person which is expected to come positive very easily on the antigen test are the first guys to do it, or anybody who has been exposed to those. So we are going to a presumptive positive cases as a first set of guys who will be doing the test who are expected to be positive. Now, a positive test on Coviself test is 100% positive. You don't need even a reconfirmation by a RT-PCR to be doubly sure about it. While a negative test, if you're carrying a symptoms, you should opt for a RT-PCR test for sure. So what it is going to do is reduce the burden on the RT-PCR demand by taking the more of the burden on themselves. Now, a home-based test will reduce the further burden on the healthcare setups, where a guy or a girl will be able to do test themselves and will be able to report themselves in quick time without going out, exposing themselves, or without waiting for the report for a long time.
No, I agree completely that the convenience is there, the price factor is there, the speed is there. But I reiterate my question. People watching this are going to be wondering that if they have symptoms, they want to rule out COVID-19, and a negative test doesn't necessarily mean that you don't have COVID-19 if it's a rapid antigen test. That's the factual position today, isn't it?
Yes, it will be, and it will remain the same till the time a rapid test with the RT-PCR, RT-PCR rapid test with the simplicity of rapid antigen test doesn't come. Any test, be it HIV, be it HBV, or be it COVID, any rapid antigen test on this line is not going to be a confirmed negative, and you will have to go for a gold standard test if you are suffering with the symptoms. there will not be an immediate alternative for this, for sure.
Okay, we'll come to that in a bit, but tell me about this particular test. How soon will it be available? What is the quantum it will be available in which markets?
So the test will be available to your local pharmacies, nearby pharmacies. You can go and just order it. It will be also available through online pharmacy distribution partners with Mylab. And it would be priced at 250 rupees inclusive of all taxes, all distribution charges to the customers, and you will be able to use it at convenience of your home. We are going to produce around 7 million tests a week, and we are working out to double the workload in the next couple of weeks.
No, so immediately, in which states will it be ready, and how many pharmacies will it be available, and how many tests will start, say, from next week? Since you're saying that it will be available from next week, what is the quantum that will be available?
So from the coming week, it will be around 7 million tests per week, and which will be taken to around 150 million in a couple of weeks' time.
Can you also tell us about, the point you made earlier that we need to move towards a situation where you can get a RT-PCR test which is available rapidly? Is that something that you are working on and working towards?
Yeah, so a point of care test at a convenience of home with the accuracy of a gold standard RT-PCR test is the ultimate test for the masses, and that's where we are working on. We are working on model where in a fraction of minutes you'll be able to get accuracy of RT-PCR test with you.
And how soon will this be ready?
So we are working on multiple approaches of this. As I said, Mylab is a R&D focused company. We keep innovating on newer approach and addressing the same problems. And I think by end of this year, we should have some product like this for the masses, where at a comfort with 100% accuracy and with all the available technologies, you will be able to get the report quickly with you.
Okay. Give me the big picture, Mr. Rawal, going forward. When we look at how we can get out of this pandemic and how we can keep ourselves safe, of course, vaccines is, the biggest thing, that if you have large enough number of people vaccinated, we can be safe. But will testing also be a very important facet of the post-COVID world, where if you have accurate rapid tests, it will allow much more movement of people in places and will be the widely accepted gold standard to move ahead?
So diagnostic would be the focus for coming years, at least 10 to 15 years till the time the world doesn't evolve new method of detecting or predicting the diseases. I think at national borders as well, a threat like bioterrorism might be a point of subject where people would not look at nuclear weapon as only the way of terrorizing. So I think a more focus would be on diagnostic approaches where people will get a pass to enter or leave areas. I think that is where the whole world will try to develop solutions around.
Right. And can we hope for the prices of these tests to come down as more and more stock hits the market, as more and more players hit the market? It's 250 rupees right now, which is, of course, cheaper than what is available if you call from a lab. But going forward, for a country the size of India, you would need even cheaper, more widely available tests. Do you see that happening soon?
Yes, bringing a quality diagnostic affordable to masses is our vision from the inception of the company. All of our products are made for the masses. If you compare the similar home-based test made in the world, US and Europe, they are around $15 to $25 per test. You can see the fraction of cost what we have brought when we are addressing country like us. Having said so, our current focus is making quality available at a quality. Quantity available at a quality. Of course, over a period, the prices are expected to drop as we scale up, we arrange raw materials from multiple sources, we negotiate further and further. Definitely, that's where we will keep moving as we launch more and more products around it.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Rawal. Thank you for speaking with us. He's the managing director at Mylab Discovery, the company that has introduced the Coviself, a test that you can take home to determine whether you have COVID-19 or not. It is a rapid antigen test, so it comes with those disclaimers, but truly could be a game changer going forward in the battle against COVID-19. Thank you for speaking with us today.
Thank you.